what I want to do as we start our research into the Fowler Theater and the town of Fowler itself is to do a tarot card reading. So I start those out, cleansing the space with some Florida water, which I have in a mister bottle here. Just a little bit. Nice mist there. Do that first so that it dries out. And the next thing I do when I do a tarot reading is I'm going to bring in some spirits to help guide me. And always the first person I'm going to bring in is my man Jehudi, Thoth, as most people like to call him, as the Greeks called him. We'll bring him in there. And then for my ancestors, first person I'll bring in is Max, my cousin Max. That would be St. Maximilian Kolbe. He was the first saint named by John Paul II, Polish saint. Also happens to be a cousin of mine, and he kind of acts as the leader, the representative of all of my ancestors. And then last, this bottle here. Well, this bottle was dedicated to a ritual for a magical ancestor of mine, Dr. Dave, who helped start the Order of Emergent Magi. And this was used at a ritual for him, so we're going to use this for Dr. Dave, and we'll bring him in, and we'll light some candles for all these folks. And you know, it's when we're doing this kind of research and we're looking into these things, we want to look at it holistically. We want to see, you know, what is the town of Fowler about? Not just the Fowler Theater, which is, you know, haunted, supposedly haunted, but, you know, the history, the environment, kind of themes that are going on there. Try to get to know the spirits that are inhabiting this land. I think that's really important to know, you know, what spirits are hanging out there, because we may come across them in our investigations. Next up, I'm going to light some incense as offering for the spirits here. Always be generous with your incense. Get that started. And the last thing I'm going to do before I start the tarot reading proper is a small part of a ritual, very famous ritual, very ancient ritual called the Headless Rite. And this is something that's going to bring me into a magical mindset and get me going into seeing through the cards. So for that, Aoth, Aberoth, Batsum, Itzhak, Sabioth. And me, I like to mix the cards, not so much shuffle the cards here. And I've already mixed them up a couple times before we got started, so it won't take too long to do this. Just kind of move the cards around, get this energy flowing, and group them up here, get them stacked together again after they're mixed. Kind of get our clarity. Uh-oh. Dropped a card. Dropped a card. It's our friends from hell, you say. falls to the floor, comes to your door. So that's going to be our first card. As soon as I get these all together. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be good enough. We have our first card here. And that's hysterical. The Tower as the first card that fell. Well, you know, as this is going to be our first paranormal investigation, I think we are shaking things up a bit. And the deck I'm using here is called the Tarot of Saqqara. It's an Egyptian themed deck that I like. And here we see my man Jehudi. Not only is this coming apart, but he's peering into this sarcophagus, this box, and then this is what's causing the world to crumble. This is what's changing the point of view. So I think we're going to have some changes in point of view. I think radical shifts in our perception is the place we're going to start with. Not a bad place to start. A lot of people are afraid of the tower. I'm not afraid of change. Second card, the Wheel of Life, otherwise known as the Wheel of Fortune. So, up and down, the Wheel of Fortune goes, and there's going to be highlights, there's going to be low points. Where it lands, nobody knows. Once again, it's our first investigation, so I think we're going to learn a lot, and there's going to be a lot of unexpected things coming at us, and maybe a lot of unexpected things about Fowler. Hard to say. Last, we have the Hanged Man. Everything upside down. Everything you thought you knew, maybe you don't know. Another radical change of perception. Fascinating. Maybe it's about, changing our perceptions about Indiana, about where we live, about these small farm communities that are near us. I don't know. But that's it. That's our guidance. I'm going to have to think on this one some more. And we thank the gods and the ancestors and ask them to depart. And thanks for watching.